Hello, Abby. Welcome.
Thank you, Derrick.
A survivor.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Wow.
me. Yes.
So many questions. I've been binging season 25, Philippines.
Oh gosh, that season?
I know, but my biggest question, and for those of you that are Survivor fans and know, like, these challenges are huge things. You were on the winning team 8 times,
Okay.
and you only performed in 2 of the challenges.
That's a great question, and I have a great answer for you.
And you were out, you sat out, and they make it look, TV Magic makes it look like you're just like, I'll sit out.
After that, like, yeah, like whatever.
What happened? Tell me all of it. Why were you out? Was it a team choice? Was it your choice? Like, and how did it not play into them just be like, well, Abby's not doing anything physical, let's get rid of her?
I love that you're starting with a bang, because I'm going to give you such a great answer and the truth that you'll be like Team Abby all the way after this. I'm not even going to need to sway you.
Okay.
You don't realize that I tore my ACL day 1. Yeah.
I knew there was something with your knee because you kind of hinted at it.
Right? And then I'm like walking like a creep. I think that was the beginning of villain Abby right there. Even with the creep walk, I'm like walking like a creep throughout the whole season, but they don't tell exactly what happened to me. So during marooning, the first scene, when Jeff Probst gives us 60 seconds to grab everything we can from the big vessel that we were on, I went running for the firewood, and we don't pick our outfit. Wardrobe chooses everything that you're wearing, and they put me in some cowboy boots with heels on. Shit. So I go running for the firewood. When I jump and I land, I just heard the pop. Yeah. And the only thing going through my head was like, I can't be the weakest link. I can't be the weakest link. And I'm like trying to tell people like something is wrong with my knee.
How bad did it hurt?
And then, oh my gosh, it hurt so bad at the moment. But you're under so much adrenaline, and there are so many cameras around and all of production, and you want to make a great first impression within your tribe. So I just kept on going, and I jumped in the water, and I just sat on top of the raft, and I just told everybody, I'm like, I'm just going to hold everything. So I was like the octopus holding everything. But then on the first scene, I already looked like the princess sitting on the raft while everybody's like walking and working around me. So and nobody ever disclosed that I had a torn ACL. So the whole time that I'm being set out of challenges, it was a tribe decision with me, because I kept on telling them that my knee kept on popping out. I had no clue what an ACL was. I just thought I was twisting my knee. So with the tribe, we decided to just seat me out. But that was the beginning of how they were painting the picture. It was like perfect for production to just paint me in that light too. Right. To begin with, yeah.
Okay, but so then how, because obviously all the conversations don't make air.
No.
How does the tribe, and how do you manipulate the tribe to not just say, well, Abby's knee is a problem, we got to get rid of her?
Well, the first challenge I didn't set out. I was part of like the puzzle group. I was with Lisa Welcho, and then I didn't have to run. So like we already placed me on the puzzle, and we won that challenge. Right. So then we weren't voted out. And then the second challenge, because you get set out in one challenge, and then you have to be a part of one challenge. So but they would just kind of like mix me within the tribe and not have me do the hard work, because they knew that something was giving up with my knee. Like my knee was giving up on me. It wasn't working. Wow. So I think that was a very strategic decision with the tribe to just like, and we kept on winning challenges.
You did. I mean, like you have to be some part of Survivor history with most challenges won without participating.
Yeah, without participating. But then it makes me look like I'm not being a part of it. Like, but that was a huge strategic move. It was just like, let's just get the strong people to work, and let me just hide. I was hiding behind the stronger
Which is
bodies.
Fine, because even if your knee was completely full, like the stronger guys are going to do the stronger things.
Exactly, and you want to like use them anyway. At that point.
But the other thing I noticed is you were very well. Okay, before I go to that, yes, Survivor is so strategic in so many ways, but it's actually more mental than it is physical.
Oh yeah.
It looks physical on screen, but like the mind the mind games, like you guys are doing like mind jujitsu every hour. I also noticed that you were very like you led like all the cooking.
Thank you that you noticed that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I was basically the main Survivor chef.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like making like.
Tell us what you were doing.
Oh, I was just finding all the biggest clams out there.
Were you really?
Yes. Yeah, no, yeah, it was really fun. Like we would like go out like clamming. That's what we called. We would like go and find the clams, and we would
There's good vitamins in the clams.
do a lot of good vitamins in the clam. And then we were doing like this coconut popcorn thing that we called it. Like we were just finding different ways on how to cook coconuts.
Right.
Yeah, because all we had was like coconuts and then clams that we would find, like while walking in the ocean, the sea. But yeah, and then we would have like little handfuls of rice, and you have to win that at a award.
Yeah, and ration it, right?
And ration it. Yeah, people get so protective of the food, and when you win an award and it's something that you can bring to the tribe, the older men are actually the ones that get more like, like hoardy. In a way, yeah, the older men, the women, they don't really like hoard the food as much when they're out there on Survivor.
I wonder what contributes to that. I think older men are probably like already subconsciously like thinking like our time on this planet is not very long, so like they think further ahead, probably
further ahead, maybe. Yeah.
Anyway, do you want something to drink? I have like a million things.
Okay.
I have seltzers.
Ooh.
Pellegrino, water, Celsius, or margarita.
I'll have a margarita.
Let's have a margarita.
I love margarita. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
What else did you cook? Like, how were you cooking the rice?
Okay, so that's a good one. The rice. Oh my gosh, I'm really prideful on how to make rice because I'm Brazilian, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So, on Survivor, I was trying to cook the rice how I cook
at home,
but you don't have any of the spices that you have at home. So what I was using was ocean water, seawater. That's what I was using to cook the rice with. So I was like seasoning it with the water from the sea because it's from the ocean because it's,
salty.
So that's how I was cooking the rice out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They loved my rice, by the way.
I bet.
Yeah.
This is salty rice.
And it gets to a point on the game that I get so pissed off at like everybody after the merge that I just tell everyone that I'm not cooking for them anymore.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that scene yet.
No.
All right. We'll get there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked this question to everybody because I feel like, and I'm actually learning that with people on Survivor, it's different.
I wonder which players you've met so far. Besides David. David is great, by the way.
Yeah, David, and then Michaela.
Oh, Michaela is great. She's also a villain.
Yeah, because she's a fucking boss at challenges, and everyone's scared of her.
She's a boss at challenges, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Michaela is great. She has one of my favorite scenes, too. At one of the tribals that she's like...
When she gets eliminated and about kills everybody?
Yeah, but then she's like, okay, I'll give you the tea. And she has like a little cup of tea that she brought from probably when they won an award, because sometimes when we win awards it's just like coffee and cookies. You're craving that so much. You have a cookie thing, right? You do big cookies.
Yes. Oh yeah, I should pull this out and put it on the table here.
Yay.
This table's filled up. There's gonna be an opportunity for you to win this.
Oh, I have to win it?
Yeah, we're going to play a game in a little bit.
Oh, I got to win of course I want to win the freaking cookies. Yeah, I'm very competitive too, all right?
Cheers.
Can I just grab
move
all
it forward.
All right, let's do. Cheers. For the sake of the fox?
For Fox's sake. Because my last name is Fox.
Oh. I was going to say the guy I'm dating is Foxy.
Is what?
Foxy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's silver. Yes. So I like the fox.
So there's two foxes in the room.
There are two foxes in the room. Yes.
Very good. Okay, the question that I ask all contestants: what were you doing before you decided to audition for Survivor? What was the thing that catapulted you into, okay, I'm gonna commit to being on this show? All
right, that's a good question. first of all, the first time that I was asked to do Survivor, I didn't make it on the show.
You were asked to do Survivor.
Sorta. It was kind of like they kind of like found me in a way. It wasn't like I went and auditioned for Survivor.
Okay.
They were looking for a Brazilian American that was sexy and smart. And then one of the ladies from the casting department got in touch with a friend of mine that was a party promoter in San Francisco. He did the French Tuesday parties, and he put me in touch with the CBS casting department through Facebook.
That's so interesting.
Right?
So they just had they had a specific type of person that they wanted?
Yeah, they had a specific type of person that they wanted. They had me they had me send them a video, do a phone interview, and then they flew me to LA. I was living in San Francisco at the time.
Okay.
And we went through the whole wardrobe, choosing part of it. And then they bursted my bubble. Like last minute, they cut me off and they put like another girl on the show that looked more Latina than me, which I don't know what Latinas or Brazilians really look like. But yeah, that was like the story that I got. And that was for the season that they were shooting in Brazil called Survivor Tocantins.
That's why. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like,
because then they said that they felt that I had advantage over the other castmates because where they were shooting is very close to where I am from in Brazil.
I don't know how that would be an advantage.
So then fast forward 3 years, I'm living here in LA working in finance. I was an EA for a Brazilian private equity firm.
Okay.
And I helped them open an office in Santa Monica.
Amazing.
And 7 months later, the office closed, so I didn't have that job anymore.
Shit.
And I go to a trapeze class at the Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
And then I had this like unknown caller that left me a voice message. I didn't answer it. And then I listened to my message and it was CBS, like the day that the office closed.
What?
Yeah.
So you're thinking this is divine intervention.
Yeah, it's divine intervention. It was so meant to be. And I told them no, actually. I said, I don't want to do it because you guys bursted my bubble and I don't want to go through the whole process again. Because the process of getting in a reality show is strenuous. It's almost like you're playing a game to get on the show. It's so stressful. And I didn't want to go through that. So
do you hold grudges?
No, I don't hold grudges, but I didn't want to like go through it again because it's very stressful.
Yeah.
And I was already stressed out because I had just lost a very good job. Like I was making really good money. Like I had all the job security and I was just like, oh God, I'm going to have to, start from scratch again here with my life. I was kind of like, I had too much going on. But then she convinced me, Lynn, and she picked me up. It was like on Barrington and San Vicente. It was like a coffee shop over there. And then she brought me straight to CBS to like have a whole interview with Mark Burnett and Jeff Probst. And I was like extra sassy. They gave me like a shot of tequila too. So I was extra sassy. And then...
How did I know? I never bring tequila.
Well, there you know. There you go. Now you know. So then like the next week I was like going to the Philippines.
Wow.
To play Survivor.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just went with the whole like Sandra Parvati like mentality. I felt like I'm going to go play a game of deceit. I'm not going to try and be like, I don't know. I was just like really focused on, I don't know. Sandra's like one of my favorite players and she was so tough.
Okay.
So I wasn't there going to make friends.
Right.
For sure. I was going there to win Survivor.
That's always the villain's line. I'm not here to make friends.
Yeah.
I'm here to win. Which I said on my season, but for some reason it didn't paint me as the villain. I don't know. I mean, I think it was just in a strategic moment, but...
You're a white male.
That's not why.
It has a lot to do too. And then at that time, like Latina woman, usually like Brazilian, there was a stereotype for that. Because if I was a white man, I think that I would be seen as a hero rather than a villain. I mean, look at Skupin. He's the biggest villain and he was painted as a hero and he's in jail right now. I didn't see him as a hero. I saw him as a waste of fucking space that was manipulating the entire fucking game, and I don't know how he lasted so long. Right? And he was getting injured every other
This guy take 10 fucking steps and he'd be injured. I couldn't stand the guy.
I know. You know that he's in jail now, right?
Why?
for pedophilia.
No.
And he has like 7 kids. And like doing like a pyramid scheme type of thing.
What?
See, I have
the
very good
fuck?
instinct, and I just never, yeah. It was something about him that was just like, and people were so mad at me that I just didn't want to. Just like, something about him just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
Google his name later. Michael Skupin.
Wow.
The juice is right there. The T,
The
as my
tea.
Kayla would say, the
Yeah,
T.
the tea.
You got the T. Yeah.
You know, I don't think when I say I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win, and then I bat my blue eyes, I think that's what does it. I don't think it has anything to do with me being white. They check so many boxes on a Fox television show.
Oh, it's on Fox.
Yeah, there's a person for every race, color, creed, whatever.
More so now.
Way so more now.
so than when I was on TV.
Yeah.
Like, because the first season was 2012 for me, and the
Okay.
second season was 2016. And then I did like Fear Factor 2.
What?
Yeah, you don't know that? I did like a Battle of the Royals with Ludacris. It was like Big Brother against The Amazing Race and against Survivor. And I did with
Who was the host then? Ludacris was the host?
Ludacris, yeah.
Ah, too
yeah.
bad it wasn't Joe Rogan.
No, it wasn't Joe Rogan. It was Ludacris. And it was such a crazy experience, but I was in shock for a whole week after the whole thing.
Really?
They put me in a claustrophobic tunnel
Okay.
filled with snakes, maggots, cockroaches the size of my hand that I
What
could
did you
hear.
do?
We had to like
Whoever
fix a
lasted the-
puzzle. No,
You
like
had
do
to
a puzzle.
What?
Yeah, do a puzzle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do a puzzle. And then we lost it for like seconds because we were the first ones to go to, me and my Survivor girl team. Yeah.
Why did you do this? Why did you do Fear Factor?
Because it was for charity and $10,000 like for a day. It's not bad.
Oh, they paid you
Paycheck.
$10,000?
Yeah. Paid me $10,000 and would be like donating 50 grand for the charity of my choice.
So if I rolled in a tube filled with snakes and cockroaches and
10 grand.
and 10 grand, you'd get in it?
Oh God. I've already had that experience.
There's another 10 grand.
Oh well, you're trying to go on Fear Factor
Roll
with
in
me
the
now?
snakes. No, I'm kidding.
Snakes. Oh gosh. That's so funny.
Okay, so speaking of money, did you get paid to be on Survivor even though you didn't win?
Right. So Survivor, the more you don't want to be the first one voted out. The longer you stay, the more money you make. Yeah, everybody gets paid, but you do not want to be the first one
Is it
voted
a
out.
daily rate or is it a
It's like a placement rate, and they say it's per the producer's discretion. But yeah. And then you get paid 10 grand just to show up at the finale when they had the live finale. So yeah, you get 10 grand to show up at the finale, and then like the final 5 gets a really good amount of money.
Wow. You hear that, Gordon Ramsay?
Ramsay.
You guys gave me $50 to show up to the finale.
$50?
And they twisted my arm and said I had to be there.
What? That's why Survivor is the OG of reality TV. Everybody
Yeah, because they
wants
take
to be
care
on
of their
Survivor.
contestants.
They do. I mean, they took care of my knee too.
It also cost me $15,000 to go do All Stars because I had to hire a chef to take my place for my job.
Oh no, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, and then they were begging me to come back to the finale when I got eliminated as 7. And I was like, guys, it costs me $500 a day to be here. I'm like, you got to compensate me.
Where are you working now?
I'm a traveling private chef.
You're a traveling private chef. Oh,
Yeah.
fun. That's awesome.
So that's see, I've had a stigma and I have a I don't know, like an obsession with these reality competition shows. I mean, we sacrifice so much to go do them.
So much.
And so many of these shows do not take care of the contestants. Survivor clearly does. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So
Yeah.
like you weren't stressed while you were there about bills
no,
or
no.
finances.
No, they paid for everything.
That's amazing.
I made sure to give them my expenses, but yeah, they took care of everything.
That's amazing.
They took it out of my
Stipend.
10 grand.
Sure.
But they did leave it paid. But then I did get
that's like
paid for being Final 5.
Right. You're getting 10 grand
And then plus
a month. I mean, that's more than a lot of people make in a month. So,
Yeah.
and you're there for 30.
I mean, the first time, and the first time I was there, I think I made about $75,000. Yeah, and the second time, like 65, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And Michaela did it back to back.
Yeah, she probably got paid some good money too, and she made it to Final Five too. Yeah, so you wanna make it to the jury, like when you were talking business, money wise, you want, because even Jeff says that. Like, sorry, Jeff, I'm giving your secrets out. Like, he even says when we're shooting, like, if you're not part of the jury, like, nobody knows who you are. Like, they already forgot about you because it's so many people.
It is,
it's like
yeah.
20 people. Like, I just watched the first episode of the 44th season this week, and just so many people. I can't remember everyone's name.
Yeah.
I was like, is he going to be asking me a lot of stuff about this season? Because I'm still getting to know these people.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to make it to the merge.
Wow. Let's fucking go.
To
I
make
think
the
I'm
money.
I think I'm going to do Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money that you can make in a month.
I'm
People
not even
get really crazy.
Here's the thing. I'm not worried about the money. I'm not doing it. I wouldn't even be doing it for the money. I would be doing it
But
for
it's
the
a badass
experience.
show.
But it's the fact that I can comfortably step away from my life and go do the show and compete. Like on MasterChef, I'm like, I'm not getting anything. So I'm like, every day I'm like, this has to be fucking worth it. I got to kill to keep making it. I got to win this.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's wildly different. And MasterChef makes so much fucking money. They could pay the 20
they
contestants.
do. Yeah. Well, that's how we feel about Survivor too. They make so much money, and
Yeah,
then
but
with
they
all
also-
the reruns, we're like, we should be having royalties.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
I think that too. I think all reality shows, the contestants should get royalties. And I mean, the only way that that's going to happen is if there's like a union, which is never going to happen because how do you pay your union? Anyway.
I know, because everything's becoming reality TV now. There
Anyway,
needs to be
yeah.
more protection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we bitch enough on this
Let's do it.
podcast, it'll change
We are
something.
a bunch of losers after all, right? That's what we do. We bitch about stuff.
Okay, what was the hardest difference between Cambodia and Philippines?
Well, weather-wise, not a lot, because they put you there right on monsoon season. So
The Philippines?
Philippines and
Yeah.
Cambodia, you know, they're both in Southeast Asia. So like the weather was like terrible.
Okay.
It would rain for days. We
Wow.
would get pruny hands, and it would turn into like,
Oh,
it was gross. The medical would have to come and put medication for fungus in your hand because you're wet the whole time. So you start getting like,
wow.
yeah, gross in your hands and your feet, and you're like have the bug bites all over your body.
Yeah, I noticed the bug bites on who is the young kid? Not Pete. Cameron. Not
Which season?
on 25 Philippines.
You're talking about blonde kid?
Yep.
It's Jesus, what's his name right now? I'm forgetting.
I think there's so many people. Anyway, I
The
know.
Red Tribe. I know who you're talking about.
I
Like,
noticed
I'm
him. He was sitting talking to somebody, and his leg was covered in bites.
I was
like,
covered in bites too.
yeah, but I didn't notice them as much on you. I also noticed because, and I noticed with everybody, it's like, and you can tell me if you want, but it's like everyone, when they jump off the boat and get started, you see the healthy version of them. And then as the days go, everyone just is like shriveling up. But because you weren't doing as many challenges as everybody else, and you weren't doing anything physical, and you were also the chef.
Thanks for reminding me.
You were the chef. Like, you look amazing, and everyone else looks like they're dying.
Gosh, no. I mean, I kept myself. I'm a little bit of an OCD person. I'm
Okay.
a clean freak, and I would just like sometimes hide and find the water well, and they would get so pissed at me, and I would just shower with the water from the water well. That is a villain move.
Yeah, but it is. But you also you didn't look like you were losing weight like everyone else was. Like,
Towards the end, I looked pretty skinny.
like I
feel.
said, I haven't gotten to the end yet. But
Oh, well, yeah.
you look like you
No.
were just like, you're like, this is fine. I'm
This is
fine.
like, I'm just on vacation here.
So-
No, it's terrible for your body image too, because you lose so much weight.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh, you look so good. And it's like,
And
I
then you-
haven't eaten in a month. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you come back. Okay, so what was the first thing you land? You get back to civilization. What was the first thing you did?
I wanted pão de queijo. You know what pão de queijo is? The Brazilian cheese bread. I went to Bossa Nova and I ate everything that I could. Brazilian food. Picanha. Do you know picanha?
What's that?
It's like this cut of the meat, the Brazilian meat, and it's like this beautiful cut that has like some fat on the sides. I don't know
Okay.
what would I think tri-tip is the version.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
American, like the cut, yeah. Like I wanted that. I wanted ponche cajou. I wanted pizza. I wanted sushi. I wanted everything.
You just gorged.
Gorged, yes.
But how about that first shower?
Oh, it was the best thing ever. And that happened on
Did you
Ponderosa.
see your eyes roll back?
That was the best thing ever. Oh my, and I had a beer with me. I went to shower with like a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the brushing your teeth for the first time.
You guys don't brush your teeth the entire time out there?
No. We eat coconuts. That's what keeps your teeth clean. Yeah, the coconut eating. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. It was actually one of the worst things too, not being able to brush your teeth or even
Would you go down and like
floss.
swish salt water?
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah.
How bad does everybody smell?
Production says it's really bad. You're so accustomed to how everybody's smelling, but some of them smell pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like that
bad.
Pedophile dude looked like he smelled a lot.
Oh, bad. Real bad.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was just being there.
Just in something that's so
just
wild.
In something that is so wild. And me being an immigrant from Brazil.
Yeah.
And having the opportunity of being in the biggest reality TV show in the world is like unfathomable.
Tell me about growing up in Brazil.
It was amazing. It was magical growing up in Brazil.
At what age did you move to the States?
Well, I moved to the States in 2000, but I moved to Europe before I came to the States.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where in Europe?
I was in Sweden.
Wow.
Sweden, yeah. I have some family in Sweden too.
Okay.
So I was in Sweden for 2 years. I actually thought I wanted to be a chef.
Really?
So I worked on an expedition boat to Svalbard, Spitsbergen, as the prep cook.
Wow.
And then I got the idea that was going to be very hard for me to succeed in the kitchen because it's a very male dominant and it's a tough business. It's not like you work really hard.
Yeah.
But to go back into which country or season I liked the most, I would say maybe I loved Philippines because it was the debut season. And I was able to make it to the final 5 with a torn ACL. I think that's says a lot about the whole mind.
The mental game.
Mental game that you're talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But country-wise and culture, you can't beat Cambodia.
Really?
I mean, all the temples. I mean, the Filipino people are great too, but the Philippines is just, it was kind of like they take you to very rural areas and it was very hard to see.
Yeah.
That
water looked amazing.
It was beautiful and warm too, almost like pea water.
So when it was like rain, my thought was like when it's raining or it's cold out because the temperatures drop, the water's still warm. Like, did you ever just get in the water to warm up?
You're just so cold and wet in the rain. You don't want to.
Yeah.
And you're freezing. You can see that our lips turn purple at night, right?
Wow.
It's just like, it's awful.
Okay, here's another question I have that I like to ask because you guys are split up in tribes. You have no idea what's going on in the other tribe when you guys are having all your drama.
No idea.
What was it like when you got home and you watched it back on TV?
It's hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never watch it with him or anybody that wants to watch it with me. It's like I can't listen to myself or see me, especially under those conditions. It's so hard.
She's not Team Abby, but wonders why I'm not Team Abby.
No, I am Team Abby. I am Team Abby all the way, and I'm really good at self-promotion. I mean, my degree is in business management, so I try and separate myself and look at that as like a product in a way, which is me, which is so weird. And I talk in third person to Survivor Abby.
Yeah.
And I am Team Abby because I am her. But it's hard for real life Abby to see Survivor Abby playing because I see a lot of things that are awful too.
Yeah.
Like the whole cultural thing and using that against me at tribal, and then people putting you in a corner and just using mocking the way you talk. It was just there was a lot of sad parts.
There was one moment. There was you guys got. There was a reward was going to be a bunch of cooking stuff and food, and there was a bunch of spices, and someone turned to you and they were like, "Oh, Abby, you're going to love this. There's so many spices." It's like, what does that mean? It's like, do other people not like spices?
Well, because they're already seeing me as the chef of the whole tribe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, I see what you mean, the innuendos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really get, I've been annoyed a lot lately with like the way our social climate is going. It's like, for a while it was like, we need to get rid of these boxes on applications so everyone gets a fair chance. And then now it seems like it's getting so crazy that everything's just becoming its own box. And then they're like, we got to check more boxes to create diversity. And it's like, what are we doing? It's like, give everyone the equal opportunity, and whoever's the best goes forward. Like, quit.
I like that. Yeah.
That's all it needs. It's
Back
so
to
simple.
basics.
We're
Yeah.
just complicating shit right now.
Mhm.
TV's doing it big time. Like
Big
media.
time.
Yeah. In all of it, from reality competition shows to the news, it's like, it's obnoxious.
They switched the whole format with Survivor now too. Before
Really?
it used to be 39 days. When
Yeah.
Survivor now is like 26 days. And
Really?
it's more about the twists and idols rather than, you know, the gameplay and people and the whole experience within the
Interesting.
elements and building these alliances, which is, you know, the core of the whole
Right,
Survivor
right.
game. Anyways,
Survivor fans like the mental side of
they
the game.
love the mental side of the game and the experiences
Yeah.
and how people react to things like that, you know?
Okay, let's go back and talk about childhood. So, what age were you when you left Brazil to go to Europe?
First time I was 15. So
Okay.
right, you know,
And you have biological family in...
not biological
Okay.
family, but family.
Sure.
Yeah, like really good friends.
So you're
of my parents.
100% Brazilian?
100% Brazilian. I
Amazing.
cannot be more Brazilian than me. I come from biracial family. My mom is half black, half white. My dad is white, and it's just so Brazilian. I did all like the ancestry, and you know everything says you're more likely to be Brazilian. It even says on the test because it's like
Wow.
a month of everything that makes you Brazilian, which is like, you know, a little bit of like native, a little bit of black, a little bit of white. It's like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Brazil. It's filled with culture,
Yeah.
people from all different walks of life, like Survivor, and just like beautiful nature and music, and it's just, yeah, it's gorgeous. One little movie that I love that actually shows a lot of Brazil is a Disney movie called Rio.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
a Pixar or Disney? I don't know. But Rio, it's really cute.
Okay.
It really gives you a sense of like the rhythm of Brazil.
Really?
Yeah.
I noticed I was looking up TikToks to see if I could find anything that was like funny, but the TV's not working, so we might skip the TikToks. But I was noticing that I just typed in Brazil funny, and every video had just some kind of rhythm, some kind of
Right?
music. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a big part of your culture.
That is so funny
music.
because there was a mutual friend of ours that every time he talks about Brazil, he goes like this with a maraca. He feels like everywhere he was in Brazil when he visited, it was just like, you know, he felt like there was like ta, 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 ta.
Are maracas Brazilian?
I don't know, but that's how people kind of feel about Brazil, and that's how they describe it to me when they think of Brazil. It's just music, rhythm,
Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful smells, colors, beautiful girls,
Yep.
samba.
Yep.
Yeah.
The fountain of youth is in Brazil. I
Yeah, the
have
fountain
said
of
that.
youth. Yeah, I mean, I'm 43, and I don't think I like 43 at all.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the fountain of youth. Yeah.
It's definitely in Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. What's like your household like? You say mom, dad, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have one brother.
Okay. Older or younger?
He's 11 months younger than me.
Ah,
We're Irish twins. Yeah.
Irish Brazilian twins.
Irish Brazilian twins. Yes. My mom is a retired lawyer.
Wow.
Yeah, she went through law school when I was a baby. I remember going to her.
She's still in Brazil?
Well, they come and go. They're American citizens now too. My brother came to visit me here when I first moved to Brazil, and then he got my best friend at the time pregnant twice. So yeah, while I was going through the
So
process,
your best friend became family.
she became family. Yeah, and I have a niece and a nephew.
Aw.
Yeah, from that. So then my parents came to help my brother with the babies. They're like teenagers now, young adults.
Yeah.
And then we applied for their paperwork. So they're both Americans too. And my mom was my loved one visit in the Philippines and in Cambodia.
I haven't gotten to the loved ones yet. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So I'll get to see your mom.
You'll get to see her speaking Portuguese on American TV with me.
Wow.
Yeah, me telling her, don't trust anybody. They're all bitches and assholes. She's just looking at me like, what's going on here? And I'm like...
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Say it in Portuguese.
Mãe, não confia em ninguém. Eles são todos uns idiotas, uns mau caráter. Eles me odeiam, mãe. Me salva disso aqui.
So romantic. Amazing. Oh, I wonder if we'll get subtitles on that. That'll be fun. New challenge for my producers.
There you go. Yeah, I can send you the translation.
Perfect.
If I can't remember what I said, but you send me the video and then I'll translate it. It's probably going to be like, beep, beep, beep.
I love
He's gonna
it.
be beeping.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, a young girl came to the United States. It was a childhood dream. I almost feel like I manifested my life here.
Good.
And I came looking for that, opportunity. Even though Brazil is an amazing country, it's just harder to succeed because it's a developing country. And now I am an American too, but I see that we here as Americans have a lot of issues too that you don't know when you're just having
when you have
that
the dreams
dream
to come
and fantasy
here.
to come here. And now that you're living the life here, it's like, well, we have a lot of deep issues too that we have to fix in this country too. But I feel very lucky that I'm living my childhood dream. Yeah.
What does that feel like when you come here and you see these social
disparities? Huge social disparities, and how much people talk shit about immigrants and people that are coming here looking for the American dream. Like, how many times I've seen people talk about like people climbing the ladder in a negative connotation, when I'm like, wait a second, I climbed that ladder. Like, and I never thought that was negative. It's like, sorry, my parents weren't rich when I came here. I had to climb the ladder and work really hard to be in the position that I am at right now. But I feel that we're so blessed because I feel like this country does give you the tools if you're willing to work hard.
Exactly.
And if you're willing to put your ego aside.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
There's a lot of people that are shitting on that ladder because they're jealous of your work ethic, because they're here and they're grandfathered in and they don't have the same work ethic. And
exactly.
And it's like there are people in this country that are born with less of a chance than some immigrants, and we never talk about them. We never talk about how they're so far behind and how their parents are veterans that are homeless, like people that have fought for our country that are homeless.
That drives me insane.
I don't know how we launched a missile at a balloon that cost $400,000, yet we have homeless veterans. Like,
thank you.
That is crazy. So I can't imagine what that looks like as an immigrant to come to this country. But at the same time, like, there's a work ethic that immigrants have, and our country is built on that.
Yeah.
And it really upsets me when I see like politicians pretend that immigration is a problem, because first of all, they profit so much off of immigration, and they know our country doesn't run without immigrants. I mean, like, there was a walkout. I don't remember what year, but there was a walkout in restaurants and retail and corporations across the country of Mexicans that were like, we're going to plan a walkout, and they did it too soon. I wish that would come back, and I wish they would do it again, because the Latin workforce in America literally props our country up. It's everything.
Right. Yeah, and being a Brazilian in California, it makes you feel even more so of an outsider. Because
really? Why is that?
Well, because there's a huge Latin community here, but it's like Hispanics, like Spanish-speaking community.
Right, not Portuguese.
Not Portuguese.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just Anitta, this Brazilian singer, she said that when she won a VMA, she's like, yeah, it's so hard for Brazilians to even break in the music industry, because you're either you speak like singing in Spanish, like a Shakira singing in Spanish, because the Latin, the Latin America, like most of the countries, they are Spanish-speaking countries. Like us Brazilians, we feel like such outsiders because we are the only country in Latin America that speaks Portuguese.
Wow,
So to
I didn't know that.
break into the entertainment industry as a Brazilian is even harder.
Even harder. And it's already
because-
the hardest industry in the world.
Right.
I was in the music business and it was miserable.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, but I heard you have a game for me.
Oh, you want to jump to the game?
I want cookies. I love cookies.
Let's fucking play a game. I love it.
Yes,
You're like, I
let's
can't
do
look
it.
at this cookie box anymore.
I can't not look at this cookie box anymore, and I am very competitive. I want to win this. Is it a physical challenge or is it a mental challenge?
I'm bringing it into my world. It is a blind taste test challenge.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. I think I'm really good with my taste buds.
This is going to fit your outfit so well.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Huh. Interesting.
Have you used a blindfold before?
Yes.
Ah!
On Survivor, actually.
Oh, wait, where on Survivor?
Actually, every time they put you on a truck to take you to a challenge, they blindfold you. You don't know where you are. They're always blindfolding you before you get to the challenge.
Oh, they don't show that part.
No, they don't. That's like a behind the scene thing. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
blindfold
They blindfold you before you get to any challenge. Even if you're like on a boat going from your camp to the challenge or to anywhere you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. You're
That's gotta
always
be
blindfolded.
miserable on a boat.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
Blindfolded
Oh,
on
yeah.
a boat?
Yeah, they blindside you.
Can you get that around all that hair?
Yeah, I can get it around all the hair. Yes. Here it is. Okay, I'm ready for this.
Welcome to the Survivor edition of the taste test.
All right. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's nothing gross. You're not putting me back on Fear Factor, are you?
Not quite.
Tarantulas?
Definitely not tarantulas. I don't have that kind of
gosh.
insurance.
Oh my God. Is it gonna be spicy?
I can't tell you anymore. The
Okay.
blindfold's on. So what I can tell you is I have a spoon. I'm gonna bring it close. I'll say open up.
Okay.
I'll put the bite in your mouth. You'll eat it. And then as you're eating it, if you want to describe it, you can. If you know
Okay.
immediately, have fun with it.
Okay.
All right? This first one, it's a little crazy.
Oh boy.
Open up.
I'm trusting you right now.
Open up. Kind of bite it back.
It's a vegetable.
What was that
A
first one?
vegetable?
What was that first one you were going to say?
Cucumber? Is it a cucumber?
Not a cucumber. One more guess.
Mm,
What's it feel like? What's it taste like?
It feels
Like, what are you tasting?
it's like, it feels crunchy, like a vegetable. Carrots?
There you go.
Carrots! My favorite. Yes. I was going to say beets, but no, it's carrots. Mm.
Beets?
Yeah.
So far from
So far,
I guess
but yes.
it's technically a root. It's not that far, but
Yeah. But okay, I got it right. Yes.
Okay, here's your drink. Hold out your hand. I'll give you this. You can rinse your mouth.
Okay.
Take a sip.
Okay. And so I got one right, carrot. Okay. I
We're
knew it was a
gonna give you a
vegetable,
half. We're
crunchy.
gonna give you a half a point on that because you did
Okay,
say
fine.
cucumber first. All right, this one there's gonna be no spoon involved. It's kind of like
It's not a rat, is
it's
it?
like moving around. I'm just gonna hold
Oh,
it. I'm just
God.
holding it, and you can bite it down.
In my third eye, I see a little mouse.
No
It started moving.
Open up.
It's a cake. Do I need to tell you what kind of cake?
Well, it's not a cake, but keep trying.
It's a cupcake.
One more chance. No cake.
It's a Madeleine.
It's a Belgian waffle.
Well, aren't Madeleines Belgian waffles? It's a Madeleine. Madeleine are Belgian waffles.
I would guess that they're
Parlez-vous français? Oui. Madeleines.
I would guess they're probably the same combination of
See,
ingredients.
it tasted like, okay, you got to give me another half a point.
Another
for
half
that.
point.
Okay.
Okay, that means you have to get 3 more to win.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Oof, gosh. I want to plug your nose on this one. I don't know how this is gonna work. Ready? Open up. All the way.
Anchovies?
Nope. Try again. I love these.
It's really good.
Yeah. Right? I eat these all the time.
It's not it's sardines.
Almost.
Whitefish?
Nope. Mussels.
Oh, mussels! They're so good.
Yeah, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you like those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get another half a point? I'm in the...
No,
see,
there's that's a full loss. Oh, I know.
I want to win the cookie.
Okay. You better get this one.
Okay.
Two seconds. Okay, open up.
Ambrosia.
No. It's a Brazilian dish.
Ambrosia. Ambrosia.
No, it's not what they seem to call it.
We call it ambrosia in Brazil.
What is it? What's in it?
It's milk with coconut.
Mm-hmm.
It's a milk coconut thing. A pudding?
Mm-hmm.
Coconut pudding? Flan? Coconut?
Nope. You're getting
Ambrosia.
further away. One more guess? It's good, right?
It's really good.
I made this for you.
Yeah, it's ambrosia.
They call it canjica.
Canjica.
Canjica?
Canjica. Yes. It's with like little corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little white corn.
So not ambrosia.
Canjica. Shit. How would I think of canjica in Culver City with freaking MasterChef Derrick Fox? It's beyond me. This canjica is such...
Did I do good?
You did so good because this is like something my grandmother would make.
Oh.
Yes. This is like... Yes, it's like such a home dessert. Ambrosia is too.
Well, I'll let you take this with you.
The canjica or the cookie? Or both?
So far, the canjica. I made a whole bunch. I got plenty at home.
It's so good. Oh, it's amazing.
So good. Okay.
Mhm. We're supposed to be having Korean barbecue after this. You're feeding
where are
me.
you going?
What, do you have any recommendations?
Well, the recommendation I have, you won't be able to get into this short notice.
Really? What is it
It's
called?
called Parks.
No, I don't know Parks. The one that I know is like...
Look it up. Parks is it's probably the best Korean barbecue in this country.
Really, Parks.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyway, okay.
Anyways.
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
This one might be kind of tough.
And
Open
that's the
up.
one that I'm gonna get. You see.
Look at you studying it. Are you getting BTS photos of this?
It's fat. With crunchy stuff. It's like something you would have in like holiday party thing. Either Thanksgiving or Christmas.
You eat with your eyes a lot, don't you?
Yeah. I eat with my eyes a lot. Yeah. I don't know. It's gelatiny.
That's so wild that you think. You ready? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Those were mushrooms? What kind of mushrooms? They're really good mushrooms.
It's like
Are they like
it's
happy
like wild,
mushrooms?
No. They're just
Should
like
I be doing this?
wild.
Am I
Just
gonna
like
be
wild
like,
mushrooms.
What? Oh, what kind of wild are they?
Just like, like a chef's blend, like Benjamin G and shiitake.
So good.
Okay.
Okay.
Last one. I feel like you probably had this a couple times on Survivor, so
Oh.
we'll see.
Okay.
Nope. Oh.
It's fish. No, it's crab.
Kinda.
What's a different name for crab in English? A lobster?
There you go.
Lobster. I win the cookie.
You're getting the cookie in either way.
I
That
want
was
that cookie
funny.
so bad.
Okay. Here's the cookie. You can take the blindfold off. I'll give it to you.
Yay!
You got that and what is it? Conjica?
Kanjika.
Conjica.
Kanjika. Oh, wow. Look at that mussels too. Oh my gosh. Everything was delicious. Did you make all of them?
No. I just made the
That was fun, Derrick.
conjica.
I love that I'm taking the cookie with me. And the kanjika.
Yeah, you're definitely taking that because I made a giant pot because you have to. The hominy was like.
Did you literally just learn how to make kanjika for me?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, it feels so special.
I feel so special that I nailed it.
You nailed it. Because I even told you, it sounds like something my grandmother would make me when I'm having a bad day.
Aw, that's
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
It's it's difficult because I've never tasted it before.
It tasted amazing.
So I didn't know what like the consistency or texture should be.
It was perfect.
And so I just kind of like I started making it and I was just like tasting as I was going and I was like, okay, like it needs this. And then I was like, it's not thick enough. So I thickened it and I was like, oh, now it tastes too thick. So I thinned it out. And I was like, this feels really good in the mouth. I was like, I think this is what it's supposed to be like.
It was really good in the mouth, and it has like the little corn consistency to it
Yeah.
too. It's so good. Have you ever had an ambrosia?
So tell me what, maybe, I don't know. Tell me what ambrosia is.
I don't know.
Is it
how
like
to
a
tell you.
tapioca pudding?
I don't
Or the
know.
marshmallow pudding?
We would have to Google it, but it kind of like I don't, I've
'Cause,
never
like,
really made it.
in the-
it kind of tastes like
in my
it.
Italian family, we have an
Oh
ambrosia.
yeah, ambrosia is
salad.
Italian.
Yeah, we have an ambrosia salad. It's like marshmallows and mandarin oranges and coconut, and it's disgusting, but it's like old Italian ladies love making it. I don't know.
Yeah, don't call it disgusting.
Well, I mean, I'm half Italian, so I think it's disgusting.
Your Italian grandmother would be very upset at you right now.
I would
for
call
calling.
her right now and tell her.
Okay, so what does ambrosia say that it's like? I know ambrosia
Yeah,
is a dessert.
yeah. It's
Is what
like
you're
a
talking about?
marshmallow fruit salad thing.
Okay, and then I was wrong, but I still got the cookie.
It's okay.
I still got the cookie. See, that's the survivor in me. I had you give me your hidden immunity idol, Derrick. Maybe I won't vote you off this island at the end of this interview.
Everyone leaves with a
Sure.
cookie.
Sure.
I brought it for you. It's my gift for coming.
But then let me
Come on.
think
But
that
I'll let
I
you
got
believe.
your idol away from you with my magic spells.
And then I'll tell Jeff, and then I'll pull out my idol. Okay, that's one thing. You ended up with an idol in 25 in the Philippines.
I ended up with a few.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you about. RC. RC. You guys were like, the first day you were so happy, and then it felt like so fast you hated each other.
See? Alliances, you gotta take your time.
Yeah, you guys didn't take your time on that one.
No, we had no foundation, right?
Zero.
No foundation.
You were just like, you're a pretty girl, let's be friends.
Yeah, like that's literally what it was.
Yeah.
And then I got paranoid because
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. You get so paranoid out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely like, and she really was. I felt like in the
A
beginning,
threat,
she was a
too.
threat, but also in the beginning when she was forming that bond with you, I really felt like she was being genuine. Like you could have trusted her, but you were so paranoid. Like there was no
So
way.
paranoid. And then we had my other tribe mate, Pete, right? That he made it like even harder. Like
Yeah.
he played us both against each
did.
other so well.
He was smart.
He was smart. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then you revealed that you had the idol, and then you didn't play it, and Jeff went home.
Jeff can't.
Yeah. When did you find out that he was a baseball player?
Maybe after he was voted out or when they were talking about it, but then definitely at
Was it at the
at
finale?
the finale when he
That's when it
had
came
his
out.
ring.
Yeah. I used to watch him when I played baseball when I was a kid.
Do you guys know who Jeff Kent is,
Yeah,
right? He's
yeah.
like a freaking legend, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to baseball.
Yeah.
Which team? I know he played for the Giants. He's like
baseball players get traded all the time.
but he's an amazing man.
Yeah.
Besides him being who he is.
He was so nice on the show too. Do you talk to him?
Jeff Kent, he's a legend. He's busy with his wife and his kids in Texas.
Yeah.
He's such a family
Oh,
man.
he did play. He played for the Toronto Blue Jays
And the Giants.
in 1992. I used to watch him.
Yeah.
And then he played for the Dodgers.
Oh, he played for the Dodgers too? Oh, I didn't know he played for the Dodgers.
Astros, Giants, Indians, Mets.
I just know that he's a big deal, and everybody was like
Yeah.
walking eggshells around him, and I was acting like he was my best friend because he was so nice to me.
Yeah.
But I had no clue who he was.
He's a 5-time All-Star, National League MVP, 4-time Silver Slugger Award, and San Francisco Giants Wall of Fame.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the bestie, but I had no idea who he was.
Are you guys friends on Instagram?
I don't even think he has Instagram. No. He's such a family man and down to earth, and he just loves Survivor, and he was there to play the game.
Yeah.
But he was the most humble, simple guy ever, and I had no idea he was like just like Lisa. I had no idea she was such a legend.
Yeah. Lisa's in Dallas. I'm gonna try and get her on the podcast when I'm in Dallas.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing. When I was going through, hate because of when the show was on air, she was amazing. She sent me the most amazing quote when the man in the arena, she was really like, she held my hand and she really had me go through it because she knew it was tough for me, even though like on the show I was so tough on her.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch Cambodia to see the difference without your knee hurting.
I am participating in a lot more challenges.
I would say.
Yes. And I'm trying to patch out my mistakes, but I still was very insecure and still learning and growing a lot as a human.
Yeah.
And going through that human experience. And I was put in there right after I had healed from my ACL. So
yeah, I feel like reality shows really do that. They bring a lot of perspective.
A lot of perspective.
They definitely change you for the better, I think.
I think so too.
For most people, maybe not the Mike guy.
Well, he's probably learning a lot from jail right now. But no, yeah, I had phases of my life that I was defensive, that I tried blaming on production, that I tried blaming on everything besides me.
Yep.
But I'm at a place in my life that I'm going through a lot of therapy and a lot of self-growth, and I just feel that everything happened perfectly how it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I even saw myself under those circumstances and how I reacted. It gave me an opportunity to just grow so much as a human being.
Absolutely.
And learn that I don't need to react the way that I've reacted under circumstances like that I can just...
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, like being angry or being upset, it's wasted energy.
It's a wasted energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you recognize that you're feeling heated or stressed or overwhelmed or mad, you can just take a deep breath.
But I didn't know any better.
Yeah, we don't. It takes that extreme scenario like to open your eyes to that. And it's like, and there's been so many kitchens where I work in when it like shit gets fucking crazy or it gets heated or we need to pump food out like immediately, and everyone's like, you're so calm. Like most chefs are throwing things right now. How are you so calm? And it's like, I've had to do this in front of Gordon Ramsay. Like there's no greater stress. Like this right now, this doesn't matter. It's like the food's going to get out when it gets out. And if everyone out there gets upset, guess what? Tomorrow's a new day. They'll eat breakfast and forget about tonight.
Yeah, it too shall pass, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the getting angry is wasted energy. When you learn that, it makes all stressful situations better. And then when you learn to love yourself, I think a lot of people, and I think you probably learned this a lot on Survivor, the moments being alone with your thoughts, being alone with yourself, when you can learn to love that person, then you can let real love in your life, and you can also love anyone unconditionally.
That's so interesting that you say that, because I feel like I'm going through this journey right now of self-worth and self-love and boundaries and respect. And yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and it's not selfish.
No, it's not at all.
Anyone
And accept that version of myself too, and have compassion and being kind to her too. But it's still very hard to watch her. But I am Team Abby.
You should always be Team Abby.
I'm always going to be Team Abby.
I love it. Well, I am super happy that you came out and
thank you for having me.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Aw, thank you.
What do you got
I got the cookie.
You got a cookie. I have a store in Playa Vista.
I live in Playa del Rey.
Yeah, at Runway Playa Vista, where the Whole Foods and all that.
Oh, yeah. I go there all the time. So you have a store,
I have a store there.
Oh, I'm gonna go there and buy cookies from your store.
Right next to the mountain climbing place, the Cinder One.
I know exactly. That's by the M+D Mega Pilates.
The ice cream shop and the Cinder One climbing place.
I know exactly
right
where
in
that
between.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
on that note, I'll let you guys go and fuck shit up.
We will. We will be eating
Find some Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to A Bunch of Losers with me, Derrick Fox. Please comment below if you guys have questions for any of these guests. I'm sure they would love to answer, and I'll answer as well. So let me know below. Also, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and then also make sure you're following us on Instagram, A Bunch of Losers with Derrick Fox, so you get the update on the new episodes. We will be launching them weekly. All right, thanks, losers.
Action.